Number 5. Fire. Yeah, what's in my belly much later? That doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Got an idea. Alright. Greetings, everyone. I have gone live. I love doing it live instead of recording and uploading and editing because it just makes me feel like I'm actually instructing other people. That's why I do it this way. So I hope you guys will tune in onto all my lives when you get the chance to, when they come around. And especially when you're just not doing it. So, good vibes. Alright. Let me go ahead and move all my stuff. I need to go ahead and get my gear out of the way. No interference, right? Here's my decline bench. Well, it's mine at the moment. I have claimed it. I'm gonna hydrate real quick. Now, I want to do this video for a while. I had it sitting in limbo on YouTube channel, just in edit mode, ready to live it. That didn't work out. So here I am. I'm going to be showing you guys everything that is necessary for you guys to heal your body, and we're going to be showing it to you by utilizing these rollers on both sides. All right, I have this incline where I want it, I believe, and I'll show you where to actually put it. So I need to move all my stuff out of the way, and I don't want to destroy anything in case I get clumsy, right? Okay, so everything is here's where I need it, I believe. So to figure that out, to figure out your height, we get our leg up here, we go up here, and we can see that we can slide right here. So this is where I want it. Pretty much, you know, right here. Not here. You could, but need a little bit of that leeway right here where you're standing tall and you're doing this. So angle your incline, depending on your own height, your stature, on 6'2", and this is where I need it, okay? Pretty much, all right? Because this is where we're going to have a lot of stability. You can see here where I'm going at now, right? So I'm basically going to be showing everyone how to basically mitigate all your muscles, all your calf areas, you know, your gastrocs, soleus, tibials. We're going to get it all, okay? That includes quads and hammies and T-band and abductors, all right? All with these rollers. And then we're also going to do some stretching technique as well, okay? So I'm hoping that you guys will stay put and watch this whole thing happen, because I'm just going to go right through them fast. I know my videos can get lengthy, so I'm going to straighten up and breathe. I'm going to stand right here, make sure everything's definitely out of my way. There we go. All right. Roll these up. If you're wearing pants, make sure you have slack. You need to have the slack. Pull these up all the way. Got it? I am not joking. Make sure you do that. Just have it up there. All right, because you need that slack. Don't let it stretch. All right. So right now I got my body weight on here. Now I'm going to take my arm. We're going to have a lot of Easter eggs today, everybody. And I'm going to breathe, and I'm going to forward fold. I'm going to let my hip go down. I'm going to keep this leveled right here. And I'm going to just like put my body weight on there. And I'm going to just go ahead and get my arm right there. And I'm going to test to see where the severity of my soreness in my thigh and my hamstring is. So I'm going to just relax this leg right here. Forward fold my arm right up in here. So I'm also going to get my ulna right there. And I'm going to push right onto that quad at the same time as I push this roller into my hamstring. And I'm just going to put pressure right there on the big bulky mass of that hamstring. And I can also lean forward a bit more to get more. It's going to roll into that way, roll into that hamstring, and push in this direction with that. Breathing. And I want to go down. I'm using this to go down and this to go up, just to get some movements. Now I'm going to rise up and I'm going to roll further down. Now my knee is actually below this roller. All right. So now we got that pressure and that pressure. Now we're actually applying more pressure into the hammy. All right. You can hold on to this bar, straighten up, and just get that pressure in there and kind of buckle your knee. And that's the reason why I stated that this has to be at the right height, at that little bit of angle. That way you can tippy toe and get right into that muscle. Breathing, staying straight up, looking into the mirror. Make sure you focus yourself onto your focal point of yourself. That way you can go ahead and pay attention to yourself and making sure that you're aligned, with the mirror, and your posture is good. You can also hold that pressure in there and breathe and open and hold here and open and twist. While I'm here, putting pressure on my hammy and pressure above the knee right there, nice and relaxed with the leg. And I'm going to come here, keep your whole neck relaxed in all my sessions. My neck is relaxed. Then I'm going to put my elbow, use the elbow to come out and relax and twist and untwist and come back. Do not go the other way, unless you need to work out that twist. Come over here for fold first. Rise, tippy toe, remove that leg out from underneath there. There's a process to that. Do it that way. And then we're going to come back here and we're going to test that pressure point again on this area. Now I'm going to get close right here behind my knee, where the tendons are. And I'm going to come over here. There we go. And then I'm going to put my leg, it's not touching this right now. Then I'm going to lift it up and I'm going to come up and I'm going to push this shin into this pad and an upward thrust, pushing down into the tendons that's connective tissue behind the knee. Okay, so we're just going to do that, and we're going to roll, and we're going to do it again. Roll, hit the knee on the pad, push that shin into the pad. You're going to feel that. See, I'm just right here. I'm bouncing right there. Good. I'm just holding firm, right? And I'm going to get my glute to go down into that, putting body weight into it, releasing, arm on there, pushing pressure on it, rise up again, push pressure onto it, rise up again, knee back right in there, let it roll nice and easy, and roll back, and pressure onto the hamstring. Breathe, open up your chest, open up the chest. Might as well do more than one thing. Don't just do this, because you're in position now to do all kinds of other things. Release yourself, rise up, roll out, get back up there, pressure onto that hamstring again with the body weight into the roller, and we're going to rise. Like I said, we're going to do this quickly. So rewatch this video, take your sweet time, pause to it. Now we're going to do some rolls, and like I said, I'm going to be going through this really fast because I do this a lot. All right, and it takes time, especially if you're very sore. The first time I did this, I was on this decline for an hour and a half, just getting these two legs just freaking feeling much better afterwards. I felt so good. Oh my gosh. And I'm like, here now I'm going to show you guys that this decline machine is just as good as any massage therapist. Hello, everybody. Now rotate. Now I'm going to let this glide nice and easy around the shin and tibial. And I'm going to I rotated. All right, gliding. Now I'm going to be here on the soleus here between the gastroc. Getting that gastroc. And I'm just rolling nice and light. And I'm going to get my leg right in there. And it's nice and rolling through that pressure. Good. And I'm going to go all the way to that's right, Achilles, getting that side, getting right in that soleus muscle and Achilles, riding up. There we go. Relax, relax, relax. Turn your heel the other way. Now, same thing. Now we're going to get into the tibial muscle and roll. Literally, this is amazing. It takes out that soreness in your muscles. You're getting everything that you ever need, and all you needed is this guy in your life. It's like, oh, well, don't worry, we're going to be doing exercises as well. We're going to be doing core work once we get onto the bench. This is the first thing we're going to do because we're already standing. We're going to get this first. And here we go. And stretch. We're going to do it here. It works really well, pressurizing right into that tendon, right behind the knee, so we can put that pressure right in there. Oh my gosh, internal stretching, internal pushing right here. We need this right here. If we do not get this, you're going to get runner's knee. Literally right here in this quad attachment, right there on the side of the knee. And I'm able to put that pressure, and I'm going to buckle my knee, make sure your leg is 90 degrees and perpendicular with the planet, and just get that right here, pressure. and then release, hold this bar, and then I'm gonna turn more, I'm gonna bend this leg more, and I'm gonna get more on this side. Now I got right in there, and I'm gonna roll. Roll, and you can also roll into the adductor. I'm going straight into the adductor all the way to here. Don't worry, nothing provocative. Here we are. I'm getting right into that muscle. This is a very hard muscle to get, to massage out. Everyone knows this. Oh my gosh, that feels so good. I want to do this for 20 minutes, but we need to move on. And relaxing. I'm going to roll all the way my calves. I'm going to use everything, rolling out the calves. It feels great on rolling over those gastrocs. We must do this several times. So we want to do this 3 times. So I want to roll, roll, and roll. Roll. And also, there we go. Now we got this side. That is great. Now we want to come closer and sit right on there. All right. So now we're getting underneath the gluteus minimus. All right. And now we're going to go put pressure. We're going to go move that way with our glutes to the rear. And what that's going to do is going to push on the upper tendon of your gastroc and move it that way. So this right here is pressurizing in the knee. I'm just going nice and back. You need to help roll. And I'm going to push that hammy that direction and giving it pressure. Oh, that feels great. Make sure you stay upright. Don't try to slouch into things. You know, keep it up. And I'm going to release myself. I'm going to come up. I'm going to put it that way I can put more pressure on that hammy again. And I'm going to roll down and roll again, getting that hammy rolled. I'm going to put my arm here, his feet, so that way I can put a lot of gravity onto that and rock it out. Nice. Now that was great. So we focused right here, we focused in here, focused here, focused here. Watch the video from the beginning. Next thing I'm going to do is show you the other side. Absolute. Why is that? Because we all need to get both sides. You know, a good thing to do is probably show you the other direction. You're going to watch that. Boom. So let's see if that's a good position. There you go. There we go. Sweet. Now, what we're going to do here, I showed one angle with that end so that way you can see this other angle. And you can see what I'm doing here is I'm putting that compressor in there. I still got space here, and I'm just focusing right here where the most massive the bundle is on everybody. All right, 17 years of therapy will tell you a lot of things. So I'm gonna put my pressure here, I'm gonna put pressure right in there, and pressure. Now I got more pressure up onto that hammy. I'm just giving it by buckle my knees and just give it some more weight. So I'm used to this. If you're not, you're gonna be feeling it. I'm going to straighten up, breathe, and forward fold into that and release my leg. I'm going to drop. I'm just going to let my body weight take care of that for a moment and just swing my knee. Just getting some opening and up, getting that pressure. I'm going to open up my hips, open up those hips, and I'm putting that pressure in there too. So now I'm going to close those hips so I'm actually moving. What am I moving? My abductor underneath here, under this pressure, not over here pressured. Underneath pressured, opening up the abductor connect tissue here on the femur. So I got this bar right there on the connectivity of that tendon of the abductor, right there where it never gets massaged. Literally, go to massage therapists, they're not getting that muscle at all. Literally not on either side, and you're missing out. Every person on the planet is missing out because massage therapists don't get those things. All right. And then I'm showing you how to do it yourself. So right now I got my pressure on my knee right here, putting more pressure right here, giving it a lot of deep depth. And it's just like getting right in there with this. It really is. Now I'm going to roll it, keeping that on there, muscle rolling here. I'm rolling here, rolling 2 things at once. Rolling 2 muscles, rolling the shin splints, as well as rolling behind the knee, which we need to do. So now you see what I'm doing over here, giving more information on this side. Now I'm rolling those gastrocs, and it's really doing a great job feeling that pressure, separating the soleus And you can just see how it thickens, and it works. I'm going to the Achilles. Make sure you lighten up over the Achilles. You don't want to hit that off too much. Remember, enough is enough. Don't overdo it if you don't think so. First time, you can just let this go lightly for yourself, and don't overdo it, Don't need anything expensive when you have a gym membership and it's your time on this decline bench, and you don't have to do sit-ups, and especially if the other decline bench is definitely open to be used and no one's on it, and you're here to heal. And healing also requires that you work on your muscles between sessions. So when you're about to go, you did some massive squats and your legs are shaking, and guess what you can do? You can literally get on this decline bench after you did like massive workout and your legs are, falling apart. And all you got to do is stand here and get this in about 10 minutes. Your legs will stop shaking. And you're going to heal because you're literally helping everything that you need to do to work out the connectivity of your connect tissues and all that wonderful stuff. And I'm going to get pressure on my hammy now again. I'm going to put more pressure on my hammy by forcing this shin into there, pushing that down, and lowering my body. Now I'm going to get just regular relaxed pressure now. And just swing open my leg, relaxed pressure. And then you can also go back and forth. This by going back and forth here now. Yay, more information. Do that to the other leg, go back over there at the end of the video. And it does really great to churn that ham to loosen up in there. And now I'm going to put more pressure on there. So I'm going to get right underneath the attachment to the abductor that causes severe problems, and that includes the inability to flex and stretch or go into cross style sitting, and if you want to get out of cross, you want to be able to cross down, your knees are like way up here in the eye. This will help alleviate a lot of that and be able to get your knee to drop. It really is, because the problem to cross style sitting is all right there. Now I'm going to stretch all that out. There we go. Now we're not done. You can also take this. If you want to go light, just put that on top and do some light rolls. Get that whole ham, get that whole behind the knee, nice and light rolls to slice it up. You can also stop here. Now you can stretch into this. We're going to do some stretches. Let me move this on the way back. There we go. So just make sure you always straighten your back up. Relax your legs. We're going to scoot those around. Going to do some ankle rotations. And I'm going to stretch. All this behind you. I just keep my knee not locked. I don't need to do that right now. It's actually the good height. This is on the beginning when I told everyone to make sure this is at the appropriate height. If your leg was 90 degrees, this guy should be 90 degrees. So adjust your incline to do that. Don't have it up like this, your leg doing this. Don't do that. 90 degrees is what you want. This one should be pretty much under that, hopefully, but when it goes down, I understand. But this is actually a good height, because for me, who's not that very flexible, not many people are, but here we can actually be able to bend this knee and roll and straighten. And it's basically allowing all these to pull. Nice and easy pulls, which is what you need to do to get all that stretch. And that's great to prevent arthritic reactions. It's great to prevent yourself from pulling your bone out and regrowth, having regrowth. You don't want no bone regrowth. And now we're going to stretch out and we're going to do full movements here. I'm just opening up so that way I can really get right into that side of the gastroc. So I'm not on the shin, but I can turn, and now I'm getting shin splints rolled right out of there. Yep, and there we go. And then release. All right, now's the time to do the next best thing, which is inclines, right? All right, maybe we don't need to shoot the feet too much. Let's go ahead and right. So that is an easy way to work out all quad. I mean, you can get in there and put 1 foot right there, and also get right on that quad. You can also pull on there and like put this wheel right into that flexor and just like get right around that iliacal crest and push right into that iliacal crest and just get right up on there. But I'm going to show you how to get into that iliacal crest. Give me a moment to hydrate. Let's get on this guy. One thing about being on the bench and you're hanging behind or anything, we have to make sure that our neck is never doing this when we're doing our crunches. We have to keep our head and neck with our torso at all times. Don't do this. No pushing or pulling. Stay there. Just keep it relaxed. Stabilize. Stabilize and relax the whole neck as you work the rest of your muscles. Don't let this tense up at all. It should be wobbly and bobbly like a bobblehead in a car at all times through every exercise on the planet. Breathe. Now, if you can see where I have my legs, yeah, you can, one moment here. Yeah, you can see where how I have my legs. We're gonna push like this, all right? And there's a reason for that. Now we're hang tight. All right, not going to be here yet. We will have them here, and we will have them here, okay? So I want to make my adjustments. We're going to see we have the headpiece here. This is how we gravitate if we're in a really huge decline. It depends on you and where you put this at. But, you know, hopefully it's at the height that I explained earlier. So we want to basically hold ourselves and don't be here, push here, hold tight. Now, what we want to do is move one leg out, all right? Keep tight. We're training all of these muscles right here on the other side. All right, we're keeping that glute tight. We're going to make sure we're nice and relax our shoulders, and we're basically holding ourselves here if we need to. Now, what we want to do is straighten while we're inclined. This leg needs to be perpendicular to the world, including the foot. All right, making sure you're holding tight. You can also do this if you feel like it, and hold on like this. All right, if you need to. But if you really gung ho, we want to tighten that whole hammy, because guess what we're doing? We're tightening that whole hammy, holding ourselves, holding all this, and we're tightening and strengthening and conditioning all this at the same time. Then we're going to relax it, and then we're going to get back into it. All right, and keep that leg up perpendicular. Keep your head and neck relaxed. And as your head and neck is relaxed, we want to go ahead and let it go further. Now, I mean, some people are going to be much more flexible, but that's up to you on how far you want to go anyways. But that's not the rule what we're trying to do. So make sure we have slack. All right, and come down here, and that's what we're doing. Keep this perpendicular, and this right here is going to come down towards you, and now we're going to rise and rise up. We want this to stretch, come up and rise up. This is a good warm up. We're going to go ahead and do some toe circles. All right, I don't know if you can see them on the camera. Good, you good. All right, so toe circles. You know, and this right here is basically balancing our entire leg, because we're going to be able to do this, this, this. We're going to be moving a lot of this area and doing things, okay? So this is more than just what we're going to be accomplishing here. So have your leg up in the air. Make sure you're properly breathing in and out of your nose. If you cannot breathe in and out of your nose because it's getting stuffy for being in a incline, or you're laying down and you haven't learned how to use your nose muscles, please watch my previous videos. Breathe, gasp in through the mouth, and then do a gasp out of the mouth, gasp in the mouth, and then breathe out of the nose. Gasp in the mouth, and breathe out of the nose. Keeping this up in here. And what we're doing is that we have a lot of muscles working right now as we are hang tighting using these muscles. If you need adjustments, like I said, make adjustments. We want to basically work this leg at the moment. And you want to hold, bend that knee, and hold. And you can also get straps if you have straps on you, or you know, those bands to help you pull that leg more, and you can actually use those bands. But I'm actually used to this, so I can actually use my fingers here. It's a stability work, and I'm like helping myself to open. We can also, don't do too much. We want to hold and come out. We don't want to fall off the bench, right? So balance yourself and just open right here. We don't have to go too far. We're just opening right here, and then come over here and hold on to the bench and come open up that. Don't fall, right? If you're gonna fall, do this on the floor. Yes, I'm on the incline because I am working so many things out. It's able to help you focus and get things done. So now we're going to do some leg kicks. And with these leg kicks, you're going to feel the pull and you're going to feel the movement. This is going to release a lot of arthritic issues in your body because now your leg is not feeling any pressure of gravity or on the ground where you're trying to hold it up to do these things. You are now gravitizing like a pendulum. You're holding it here. You're tight, but we just hold it here. Balance, stability. Balance and stability. And then you're going to feel everything right here with your own hands. Just check it out. You are going to feel all this. And the reason why I'm on the decline bench, because doing this on the floor, it's perfectly it's like makes it harder just by trying this without the decline bench. And because you're stable, you're holding yourself really good, you're coring really well, you're bringing everything in, and I'm going to be, and then you're holding yourself out. So I'm going to move this over here now, and get that to relax. Now I'm just going to like readjust, and I'm going to open up my hip flexor. All right, now this is where we can get into, I don't know if you can't see. All right, all right. Can you see this side? Nope. I'll aim the camera later and do that later. All right, let's move on to the next thing. I'll have to put the camera over here, so I'll do that in a moment. All right, move this over here again and move your hands up here. Make sure you're not arching. You're just like, it's just there flat. And then when you come over here, you're keeping your hammies in over here, right here, and then hold your arms right here. Make sure your hands are right here. And then, can you see me just fine over there? Absolutely, you should. Let this go down, down, down. It's gonna open all of this up. We're gonna open all of this up. Breathe in and relax your spine. I'm just basically showing you guys. And open, breathe in, gasp in, and breathe out of your nose. Core. Breathe in, core on your way out with your nose. No mouth breathing right now. Breathe in with your nose, unless you cannot, because you can't breathe in through your nose. Gasp in through your mouth, out your nose. Always out of your nose, no matter what, out of your nose. Your nose knows best. Now we're going to do an extra core. Another core. Now I have this completely tightened. My back and my spine is loosey-goosey, while my entire core is tightened right here. Entire core is tightened, my spine is loose. My tailbone is loose, my neck and head is loose, my arms is loose, and I got that core going. Now I'm going to do that core is going, and I'm going to make sure my hands are just tapping on my head, and I'm going to do crunch up and down. Crunch up, crunch down, crunch up, and down. Like I said, I'm crunching down too. Crunch up, and coring back into myself, coring back in, crunching up, and coring. Remember, your head stays with your torso. Do not crunch your head as well. We're not doing scalene workouts. We're avoiding scalene workouts. There we go. Remember, I got my legs tight still. All right, so what I want to do is I want to get up. I'm going to move the camera. There we go. Don't look at my belly. All right, come down. Pushing. Getting back into it. What is this doing, Pytel? You're in a core mode. We're holding our tight, we're holding our hamstrings. That's what our goal is. All right, we are holding our glute, we are holding our squeeze. We loosen our glute, we squeeze our glute with our core. I forgot to mention that. Core out, Breathing in, coring, and getting into that diaphragm, and breathe out. Core, 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 core. Glute, 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 unglue, unglue, glute. And arms up. Expand that chest. Open all this chest up. And core up. There we go. I did plenty of that. There's good. Now we're going to move up, and I'm going to basically curl myself up. Arms first. Coming up. Straighten my body. Now I'm going to grab onto this guy, and I'm going to do a nice good twist. And then come over here, do another twist. If you're not twisting before and after massive coring, you're not doing it right. Well, you're not doing enough, is what I mean. All right, you're just doing something and you're leaving everything else gone. So now I'm gonna basically be here. I'm gonna come down to where I am 90 degrees from my legs. I'm gonna make sure I'm 90 degrees, that includes my spine. You can hold on to this nice and lightly. Make sure you're there. Core, core, and hold. Core, core, and hold. And if you really want it, smash your legs in. Core, core, and hold. Core, my legs are not touching the other rollers. And hold. Oh, and up. Restack, readjust. Relax your neck. Get your shoulder blades back. Core, core, and hold. Core, core, and hold. And release, release, relax. Relax it all, get it going. Stretch it out. Breathe. Core, core, and hold. Core, core. Remember, we're coring, we're coring. Oh, and hold. Whew. Just relax it all, and relax, and come into a relaxed stationary. We need to also do these. If I'm going too much or too intensely for you, take a break. It's okay until you get used to this. Everything we're doing here is repairing our body, because a lot of my clients have core issues and they're not doing enough for their core. They think core gets done in yoga or Pilates and that's it, or in calisthenics. That's not correct. You should be coring it also on the decline bench and in certain breath ways. You breathe in through your nose and out your nose the whole time, which I was doing, because I learned how to open my nose. There we go. Then I learned how to open my nose. Basically, you learn how these muscles work on your own. Oh, since we're here, we need to work on this. So I'm going to use the headrest to push myself up to relax my legs. I'm going to bring one out. See, this one's nice and relaxed. And I'm going to come over here and open that up. And now I'm relaxing. Okay? And now I'm right here. We have our iliacal crest. And this is the reason why a nice little Easter egg I'm going to give out is that we're going to push our fingers and thumbs into there. We're going to put nice little pressure. Have both hands together. And we're going to use this hand to put pressure on and this hand to put pressure on, and then use the top hand to do the movement, to go back and forth a little bit. If you feel like you have a little, go back and forth. So you can find each and every spot of the crevice here in your, between your like a crest and your pelvic floor and your pelvic bone, and then you got, and then you have also your lymph nodes in here. And then you also got a lot of connective tissue that's all bound up from years and years of binding up. And we all got that. I got that myself. It's hard to get out, but this is one way to work it, is to open this up and then just work in there. Now you can just spin your body over a little bit and get right here. Open this up and get right there. And then have your thumb touch it. You're not gonna be able to put much pressure. Clamp your hand and then use your other hand to apply more pressure on your thumb. And move with your elbows. Move your elbows. Moving your elbows will move the thumbs. And here we go. Nice little pressure here. I've been feeling this right side for a while, and it's been like very nagging at me to work at it more often. So I've already did this earlier, and everything I'm doing now I did earlier, but I'm doing this a lot quicker than I did, and that's probably why. If I did this video on my first session around, it would take twice as long because I was also contemplating things and all that. So that's basically a way to get in here to work out your iliacal crest. Is on the bench. You're gonna be on the yoga mat, but this will allow me, my elbows, to do this. You see what I'm saying? My elbows are down here, so I'm able to grab it. So when you're like on the floor or something, you're like doing this number, but you're right here. You're able to open all of this up and then get right up in here, because now this elbow is flat down here, chicken winging it, and it helps you get into that. You'll press a lot easier. Remember to always use your other hand. You must be ambidextrous, and just get right up in there. All right, and relax out of that. Readjustments. Let's do this. We are going ahead and do a lot of this, and let's do some more leg stuff. I already did some right leg stuff. I want to get to the left leg in a moment. We need to do this 2 to 3 times. Did you hear me? That's right. This should take an hour and a half. You're like, I don't have that kind of time. Everyone's got time. You just refuse to do this much of this work, this type of workout. This is still a workout. You're still coring. You're healing yourself. This is a healing workout. You know, it's meant to correct things and make things better, reduce inflammation in your joints. It really will. Let's get this other leg here. I don't know which leg you started on when you watch this video, but that's up to you. Depends on you see my right is my left, and your left is right, so whatever. All right, reverse. Just keep that leg going. I am still coring. I gotta make sure I'm straight and I'm not twisted in my spine. I just need to get this leg stretched, and this is really affecting everything behind my leg here. So we just want to just work it. It's going all the way. I can feel it in my glute, stretching in my glute as well. And you can hold it right there. Bend that knee and come up. We need to get all this working here. You need to do like 10 rotations. This is all therapy. And the easiest way to do this therapy is literally on the incline bench, because it allows you to have nothing underneath you, and it allows you also your spine to decompress, your neck to decompress. It allows you to decompress everything on your body, and it allows you to get your leg in the air, especially for those who are as tight as me and you can't even go 90 degrees with it. You'll be able to get on an decline bench and then get your leg up in the air. You can tell that this is not even 90 degrees. But your leg is now in the air where you need it. And you bounce it, and work it. And then let's use this. Stability. Watch my videos. We're stretching everything behind here. See, the first thing we did on this incline bench was to work out our muscles with the rollers. And now that we are on our back, we are here to move everything out. So what we did was we rolled our muscles, and now we're stretching them. I still feel the rollers on my gastrocs and my soleus right there in the crevice behind my knee, you know. And if you need to make adjustments because you're losing blood flow, you can also do this number right here, get that blood going. This is a great way to roll both gastrocs at the same time. Oh, I can feel that. You're like, my gastrocs hurt. I've been biking for 400 miles, half marathons, full marathons, biking. You are a biker, you are a cyclist, and you're doing half marathons, and you're not doing this, you're missing out. Literally, you are seriously missing out. This feels so great. It takes out so much, because when you get off this after an hour and a half of rolling your legs, I know everyone's watching you. Who cares what people think? You are doing self-therapy. You are actually doing a good job. 17 years of therapy on, Lord teaching you 17 years of therapy and good vibes on a decline bench using the rollers, which is really great. Make sure your decline bench can roll. Those rollers can spin. Make sure they spin really well and all that. So yeah, I hope you guys had able to, get a good self massage out of this, which is really great, which you really need to do. So that way you can basically get out of the hurt that you're in. Right now I got it. Oh, let me move my thing. So what I'm doing here is that I now have, I'm really got these these guys going right above my right onto my Achilles and gastrocs, and when people are so tight right there, and this is a great way to really get the pressure on it and just stabilize in there and just get that rolled. I mean, make sure you use the headrest to take the pressure off and just roll and get that pressure in there. Yep, and continue with your self-therapy. I'm gonna keep going until I feel like I'm done. And I'm glad you guys are here to watch me do this, because I'm teaching you, coaching you to take care of yourselves. Oh man, my calves are worn. I can feel it like numbing out, but we're not numb enough yet. All right, yes, it's okay to numb out. You want that soreness to, well, you're gonna feel that soreness just like decrease by 50% by the time you're done with this. And it's more than you ever freaking decreased on before. Anytime it's like, you say, oh, I gotta go get a massage, and 2 weeks later is when you finally do it, and you're suffering. And all you had to do is get on a decline bench and not suffer, and then go see your therapist and not let them work so damn hard. And what they're able to get the nitty gritty, and that's what you want. You do this compression work on your gastrocs and your freaking soles and your tendons and your tissues and your tibials, and you can also work these. You're working out your adductors and your flexors and everything like that. Make sure you use a peanut roller as well. You are literally freaking basically helping yourself a lot to feel better about yourself, really. And you should feel that great accomplishment knowing that you are doing it. You're finally freaking putting this into your repertoire, into your daily life. So that way, you stop procrastinating self-health, Yeah, I got one right now. I'm like numbing out my gastrocs. I'm going back over to my Achilles. And just sitting here and being here is relaxing as well. And you're like, what's relaxing about pushing freaking, big old pads up under your muscles and compressing them into there? And I'm like, it feels great. It's like a feel-good hurt, and feel-good hurt is what you say to massage therapy who's doing a feel-good hurt for you as well, and you come out feeling relieved because they went in there and got the nitty-gritty, and that's what it's like. And you're doing it to yourself now, and all you have to do is lay on a decline bench so that way you can get your body weight onto these muscles and compress them and massage them out with the rolling action. And if you just know what you're doing, it'll only take moments out of your time. For me, who has fibromyalgia and muscle pain and chronic fatigue and chronic pain, it's like this is something I should have known a long time ago, and I wish I did. If I'd known this a long time ago, I'd be feeling so much better right now. If I'd known this a long time ago, I would have got out of my runner's knee predicament a lot quicker. If I thought about this a long time ago, I would have freaking basically been helping myself a lot more every single day and feeling much better about myself every single day. If I'd known about this even 20 years ago, just getting on a decline bench and roll my legs out. Oh my gosh. Don't you just hate yourself when you just figure something out and it's been like 50 years trying to figure it out and you're like, oh, you gotta be kidding me. And then you just say that because that's what happens, because you're like, oh my gosh, how could I not thought of this a long time? It's so easy to freaking, oh my gosh. It just now comes to you, those thoughts. But it's still situation. You're like, what can I do to freaking get better and get better with my own freaking muscular issues? And for your legs, peanut roller and decline bench. The decline bench does so well. It's hard to, on a peanut roller and on a roller, and you're trying to get those gastrocs and your hammies on a roller or a ball, it's just near impossible, even for me. And I literally, it's just hard because you got to get that body weight, and you got to roll, 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 you got to roll with all your bloody leg and all that, you know. And it's a predicament. It really is. It's very taxing. It's hard. It's like you got to go at it and go at it and go at it and plank at it. Here, I'm just declining in a bench and doing compressions right exactly as is. This is so much 100% better than a peanut roller on my gastrocs and behind my Achilles and tibials itself, because I'm able to just lay here, relax, put that compression into it, and I am working it out much more than any massage therapist ever worked out my own legs in my entire lifetime doing massages by other massage therapists. Seriously, not joking. Because I'm actually giving it so much time and of compressions that is necessary. Massage therapist, whole body 1 hour, or whole body 2 hours. And it's like 10 minutes here, 10 minutes here, 10 minutes here, 10 minutes here, 15 minutes here, 5 minutes here. You know, they skip things. They don't do enough. They're done with it. They're done with it. They're done with it. They're done with it. They move on. And you got to go see them again. Understandably, you're seeing me about the same situation, and all you need is for the nitty-gritty. That massage therapist can do a damn good job getting those nitty-gritty things out of there if you did this first. And you're doing this all the time on the decline bench. They'll be able to freaking help you out so much because you took out your own soreness, and they're able to fix the issue, that the underlying issue that made them get sore in the first place. Yeah, they'll be able to get in there and do their thing, and all you had to do was all this compression beforehand. This is compression. This is just rolling and compression. It's not finger action. It's not getting there and doing the trigger point. It's not getting there doing, it's like, this is just allowing me to put pressure on it's like somebody doing Thai therapy on me. That's what this is like. They're going there and they're putting their knees and their shins in my gastrocs, you know, that kind of situation. And they're like staying there for 20 minutes and they're drooling over my gastroc and soles for 20 minutes. That's what this is doing. This is free, other than the monthly price of the gym. And this is great. Oh. Oh. Let's test out. Oh man. Let's hold on. I got. Oh. Let's test all this out. Oh my gosh. Now I really held a lot into all of this. Oh my gosh. Right here, just pressure on that. This is very firm padding too, so you're going to get that pressure that you need, which is really great. Oh my gosh, try it out. This is the best leg massage you'll ever get for yourself at the gym, the decline bench. And literally, I tried many things in my lifetime, and you'll be able to roll everything, all of that. You can also get your arm. You're saying, oh my gosh, my arm is hurting. Very easy, you know what I'm saying? So decline bench is an amazing thing to offer for yourself. Do your crunches, do your stuff, learn how to make sure you never tighten your neck or don't do scaling crunches. Don't do scaling crunches. Leave all this relaxed as you crunch, breathe and hold into your diet. Proper diaphragm breathing, all that stuff is very required during workouts. So that's good, right? Watch this video the whole way through if you just guys popped in. And thank you guys for watching. I believe I probably skipped a few things, but that's okay. This is good enough for now, right? If I say, if I need to do this again, I'll make another video for you guys and show you another maneuver, okay? All right, and yeah, enjoy the decline. Massage your legs with it, and you're gonna feel great. It's gonna take out that soreness. It's gonna be good and all that stuff like that. So you guys have a wonderful day, man. I'm gonna continue with more exercises and see what else I'm gonna do. Peace out.